you are. Give me some room here.
You know, I thought I was earlier than what that was.
No, man, no, you're not early.
Get everything ready.
I know what time when I come in. What
It should be time to get going.
All right, Paul, you live.
All right. Thank you. Get straight.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm fine, man. Sheila coming?
I don't know.
You hadn't heard from me?
Haven't heard from her.
She gonna be late? All right.
She not late.
Oh, there she is right there. Who said Sheila gonna be late?
Oh, okay.
She just took Carl place this morning.
Oh,
Let's get started. Good morning, everyone. We're gonna get our first meeting of June started. If you will, we're gonna ask you to put your phone on vibrate or turn them off. And we're gonna ask Supervisor Steen to lead us in the pledge, and Will Slider to lead us. I got that wrong. We're gonna ask Supervisor Steen to lead us in the prayer, and Will to lead us in the pledge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Supervisor Steen.
Let's pray. Father, Lord, as we come together this morning, we thank you and give you the praise and glory, Lord, for allowing us to be able to get up and move around this morning and come and do the county's business. Father, we just pray for our country, Lord, as we going through some trying times, Lord, at this point, Lord. We pray for our leaders, Lord, in Washington, D.C. and here on the local level, Lord, that decisions be made, Lord, would be made that would be pleasing and in your will. But Father, most of all, we just thank you for being our Savior, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
All right, let me get what I want to do. Ronnie, go ahead and get started.
Yes, Mr. President, you have before you the May 16th, 2022 board minutes. I would ask if there are no changes, board, please approve said minutes.
Motion.
Motion by Sheila, second by Trey. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. All right. Move right on down to concerned citizen. Anybody sign up, Shelter?
Yes, sir. First is Pat Truesdale with the Election Commission.
Miss Pat Truesdale.
Good morning. I'm sorry to have dropped this in y'all's lap this morning, but I spoke with a few of you outside before we got the meeting underway, just to say that I would like to express that we do need some help with the delivery this morning that we're having made for the elections. And so I think y'all were taking that under advisement and going to discuss it, and I appreciate that, and we just need to figure out what we can do now to make this happen for all our precincts.
Cornelius, can you help her talk to her about getting her some help with those voting machines?
Yeah, Cornelia, whatever she need, if you will, help her get ready for the election tomorrow. Manpower, trucks, or whatever. And I just want to remind everybody, go out and cast your vote tomorrow. It is election day. All right, anybody else, Shelter?
The next is Shelby Brooks. Shelby Brooks.
Shelby, tell us where you live, name where you live, and how can we help you?
I'm Shelby Brooks. I was here at the last meeting.
You what now?
I was here at the last meeting about the concern about the creek washing out of the flooding on my property on John Day Road. And y'all told me to get in contact with Cornelius. I talked with him, which he directed me to Tim, the engineer. They both checked the property and said that it's off the roadway, but if it approved by the board, then they could get the work done for me.
Tim and Cornelius inside, please. Tim outside, Cornelius.
Yeah, he's.
Tim, be outside, be waiting on you.
On the phone.
Tell them you'll call them back. If it ain't the president.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to catch me up.
I'm the guy that's on John Day about the creek.
Okay,
Did you go out there and take a look at it?
we did. The creek is behind his house, probably 150 to 200 feet off a right-of-way. So in order to do that, we would have to go on private property to clean out the creek.
All right. And it's, refresh my memory, is water getting over into your shop, or what is getting?
I didn't even put the shop up yet because it's flooding so bad. I had the guy come in with the brush cutter to move some of the debris. And when I had I had another guy come in with a dozer was gonna do some more cleaning out for me. That's when I realized because I actually thought it was just flooding because it come off John Day and it turns behind my property and goes down the street right. I thought it was just flooding just due to the creek, but when me and the bulldozer guy went in there, that's when I noticed that it had washed away in a large section, because it turns, it splits, goes one way. I don't know which way it go behind a neighbor property, and it turns and come behind my property, and where it makes the turn, it coming from John Day going back to street right, that's where it done washed out it. And I ain't been able to put nothing down there because every time it rains, it flood.
Tim, if we go in there and clean it out, is it gonna affect other people's property, or is it gonna really do any good?
It'll help him out, but it's not gonna help anybody else out. It'll just help him. And it's an issue that the creek on his property is flooding his property. The pipes under the road are the right size. It's nothing to do with the road. It's an issue he's having on his property.
Okay. Mr. Brooks, I didn't go out there to look at it. Apparently the engineer and the road manager did, but he tied up right now. I would like to put you off another 2 weeks and let us get the opportunity to go out there and take a look at it. So Sheldon, you got his phone number and everything?
Yes, sir.
Name and phone number.
I have one question. Has it always flooded or just recently?
I ain't been there too many years, and I wouldn't say that it always had because it was another house that was there. So when the house burned, I bought the other property beside it also. And before that, I never paid attention to it until I bought the property, and when I started cleaning it, and once I got, like I said, I knew the creek was always there, and I just thought maybe it was coming from that until I got actually into the wooded area where it turns it, and I just see that it just has eroded. And I don't know how long it's been that way, but I just noticed that lately, and we were getting a lot of rain, I started to see more and more water. And I mean, I'm having snake problems now. Actually, I had 2 dogs bit by a snake, which one was fatal. So I'm just trying to see, like, because I got the bulldozer guy, and if it's just said that they can't open it up, then I just have it closed up. And I mean, I don't want to do that because I don't know if it's gonna cause flood anywhere else. But when Vidal came out, when they did the drain under the road, he said that the flow it flows from Sweet Right back to John Day. So I mean, I guess he know the flow of the creek. So, but in the center, it done washed away. So what's ever flowing from Sweet Right down to John Day is flooding there, and whatever's coming out John Day, it has nowhere to go either. So all the water is sitting in one spot because
So
when
what you
it
told
turns,
me
it
is
washed away.
It didn't always flood, but it's flooding now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is that the area where I'm thinking of? Is that the cross drain right before you get to the church that's set
Yes,
to the left?
yes.
Yeah, we need to look at that. That been flooding for a while. but I think it then got worse.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman asked me about it a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't really catch to where he was talking about.
Yeah.
Until now, I didn't finally connected yours
right.
to that problem.
Because
So I definitely like to take a look
the
at it.
old Garrett Center is right there where the
Yeah.
Socrates and them right
Yeah.
there. So I got the old Joe family properties right beside that, and I'm coming down here directly to the creek, and I'm the first. My property, where the creek runs through on John Day, my property is right there, and it runs back around behind back to Sweet Right. So yeah, that's the right area right there.
All right, if you will, Shelter, give him my number and call me. You can call me today probably after 12.
Okay.
And we'll set up a time
Okay.
for us to meet out there.
Okay.
And take a good look at it.
Wear your boots. I said, wear your boots.
Oh, I keep a pair in the truck all the time.
All right.
I'm a country boy. All right, thank you here.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Next person on the agenda is Terrence Travis.
He is already on the agenda under,
Oh, yeah,
under my
he's on the
stuff.
agenda already. Okay,
Yeah,
We can speak at that time.
definitely
if you'd
too.
like.
all right. You on the agenda already, Terrence. We'll get to you in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else, Shelter?
That's it.
All right, we'll move right on now to a consent item.
Make a motion for approval.
Second.
Got a motion by Gerald, second by Carl. Any discussion? Not. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. All right, moving right along. Down to,
Craig.
where you come in at?
I'm gonna speak on behalf
Albert's gonna help me out. I got
All right, go ahead, Trey.
I got a call from the city of Gluckstadt, and they need some help getting some radios and want to utilize the 911 funds. And I know you're the expert, so you could help us out.
Yeah, the chief did text me, and I told him to get the list, make sure all the radios or what he wants is on state contract, and I had to bring it before you guys in order to get a yay or nay on it. And if it is approved, then we'll proceed with the process of trying to order them. But they're gonna be ordered, but it's gonna be it's gonna be a timely manner because they just from COVID, they just behind with sending them. So they may send handhelds at 1 minute, and then they may send the other ones maybe 3 or 4 months later.
So do you need something from us today to get the process
Yes,
started?
sir. If y'all approve for me to purchase them, then we can move from there.
Mr. President, are we giving them the money or are we
Oh, yeah.
purchasing?
We giving, that's what we started. We started giving them, if you all approve it, we'll get a check in the amount of what they want and give it to them.
All right, let's,
That's the way we've been working all those.
Yes, that's what we've been doing now, for the past year or so.
If you purchase it, it has to come on your inventory and we have to keep up with the physical radios. If you grant them the money, then it's their problem to meet purchase obligations, purchase laws, and maintain inventory of the equipment.
All right, are they buying the same type radios that
Correct,
other cities?
correct. Those are the Motorola radios.
And Albert, you have looked at this list and approved this.
I
list.
just looked at it this morning, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get with Keisha, Miss Buckner, Miss Jackson, and make sure they are on state contract. But I did get a list. I did see the list this morning.
but we're just granting them the money to go buy what they want.
Correct.
All right.
They got 60.
All right.
We granting them the money to what now? I didn't understand what you,
Get the radio. They're gonna do the purchasing. We're just-
purchasing of it, yeah.
We don't want to be in that.
Albert, if you will, just make sure when you talk with the chief, which it's not an issue here, but if he gives this to you ahead of time, you can look at the money on the state contract and make sure it evens out to where they do have enough for these items. In other words, you can just confirm what he sent to you
Correct.
if you have it ahead of time.
Okay,
And you
will
may
do.
have, I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about it, and I just told him just to hold up for a minute so I can at least, because I was out of town, so I told him to hold up and give me a chance to look at it
Okay.
before I presented it to you all.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have looked at it and confirmed that the money
This
is right.
this morning. And like I said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check with Ms. Jackson to make sure that they are on state contract and all the prices for each radio, each item.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to grant the city of Gluckstadt $68,974.10
I'll second that.
for radio, purchase of radios out of the 911 fund.
Contract, yeah. Second.
Motion by Trey, second by Carl. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
All right, I'll get it checked and get it back to Ms. White.
All right, sound great.
Thank you, Albert.
Moving on down to my name. Is there a representative from Wagner Engineers outside? I guess not. But we approve Wagner Engineers to apply for the Reconnect grant back a while back. And by going to some of the conferences, I discovered there's a Community Connect grant. Darren, come on in. There's a Community Connect grant. What that is a grant that you can get broadband internet service to a community center. And you all know we do have a brand new community center in Northeast Madison County. So I would like to give Wagner the authority to apply for this Community Connect grant. And this is, if I'm remembering right, is a 100% grant. They're like $3 million in a pot of money for the state of Mississippi. And I feel strong that with the relationship built between our attorney and others, that we can get enough money to light up that area for if zero cost, if not little cost to the Madison County taxpayer.
I'll second that motion.
All right, a motion by myself, second by Carl. Is there any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Darren, is there anything you need?
No, sir, I've given Shelton a task order and everything, so we don't need anything else.
And with your motion, this task order's in front of you. With your motion, you're approving this task order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But question, will you all come up with an estimate cost on how much it's gonna cost in that area, or is it on this list?
The cost for the task order is $29,500.
Mine says 22,000.
Look, item 6 on page 1.
Okay.
Well, you doing better than me. I hadn't found mine.
On the back page,
What is
there's
the
a 22,000.
22,000? Oh, that's got it the correct number. Oh, well, that says 29,500. Okay, Darian is saying the number on the first page is incorrect, but the number on the last page, 22,500, is the correct number.
All right, well, we'll approve that. I'll look at this in a minute. If you don't have any questions, Darren.
No.
All right? All right. Moving right along.
So for the clerk, we will get a corrected document for 22,500 for you to sign today.
Yeah.
That would call a motion for that amount. All right, business item. Move right into David Holloway.
David.
Waste management.
Mr. President, we have a handout related to this presentation, and I want to draw your attention that there is a duplicate between this handout and something that's on your desk. So if you will, pay attention to this handout and not the item that's already on your desk.
The handout.
Handout.
Handout. It's not the handout. Oh, it is the handout. I got it. Oh,
You pay attention to the one that he's bringing.
yeah, this one got more stuff than the other one.
This one's
Handout. Okay. Route change time.
Ooh, bless you. You talking about garbage?
Yes.
Garbage changing days?
Yeah.
Day change?
Good
Waste
morning.
management.
Good morning, Board of
Don't say
Supervisors.
it. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Y'all doing good?
All right.
All right. Well, the reason we're here this morning is to make a request to change some collection days. We're like every other company, and you guys know as well as we do that it's a very expensive company to operate when you're in the garbage business. So with that being said, we have to think of things that we can make better for ourselves and for the communities that we service. So this is not just a Madison County thing that we're requesting. We've made this request in Copiah County. It was granted to us. Crystal Springs, Rankin County, Ridgeland. So it's just not Madison County. But what we had to do, we had to sit down and look at how we're running to try to, cut costs, because we have to be as efficient as possible. I mean, it's that simple. We don't want to just keep coming here, hey, we need more money. It's called, that's not what we're about. It's our job to be efficient. We quoted rates. We've got to be efficient. With that being said, is this one, the map right here that they just handed out, okay?
Right.
This, right now, if you look at the top, you'll see the Mondays in pink and the Tuesdays in the orange and Wednesday's green, Thursday is purple, Friday's blue. We're making the request to change everything that says Wednesday, has Wednesday written in it, to change it to Wednesday and Thursday. We'll only be in the county 2 days a week. But what this allows us is to have more trucks in the area, more support. When something, less trucks you have, if something goes wrong, then we have to come a long ways to get it. If we have more trucks in the area, we have immediate support if something were to happen with a truck, like we get stuck or, flat tire, just anything that can keep us down. So we're making this request. With this request, though, it's going to come, and you can see this next map will show you what it will look like once it's changed. Okay? Well, then, as you see, there's a timeline back here on the back. I sent a timeline. This will go with, a real strong effort in the media. This word will be gotten out very well. Shelton can tell you, we work with him, we give him, I got some sample PSAs in here. We'll be doing blasts through social media. Y'all can do social media blasts. We're here to any support you need. It'll be in the Madison County Journal. We're gonna, print it there. I think y'all have a radio station up here that's very strong. We will get it to them, and, we would like to make that request. In the contract, it does say on page 6, section 4.02, that from time to time, we have to make these changes just to, be viable and try to be as efficient as we can. These guys right here, this is Kenny Nance, the senior district manager at the site, and Charles King back here is our route managers. If y'all have any questions about any routes or anything, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm understanding this right.
Yes, sir.
Especially on the green and the purple.
Yes, sir.
If I'm looking right, those days won't change?
They will not change, no, sir.
Oh, man, you can change anytime you want to.
Those days will not change.
That don't mean nothing changes in my area, so whatever you want it.
It's really tightening the whole thing up and bringing it all together and making it more efficient for y'all. We'll only be in here 2 days a week, and it just makes for a better operations for both of us.
The change week is gonna be the week of the 20th?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we, again, everything that we send out has to be approved by, the county. We just don't send things out. We'll send it to Shelton, to send to y'all if y'all have questions or whatever. But, I mean, we'll be here to support it. And, the ones that, some people are gonna miss it. For another thing, this postcard right here, there's a sample one. There's gonna be a postcard that goes out to every resident. We will mail it and tell them it's changing. Their days are changing. We're gonna do a lot of media to this.
Yeah, and this is only for pickup outside of city limits,
Right.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, just want to make sure whoever looking on this, it's
It's our
not
contract.
affecting the cities, people
It
outside.
it does include the city of Gluckstadt, because they are still in our collection
Okay,
program.
okay.
David, do you need anything from us to help you notify these residents of the garbage pickup changes?
Yes, if I could get a updated mailing list. We have one, and I think it's 7 or 8 years old, and it's,
Here's what we would ask, sir, is that the board, assuming you don't have any more questions, do you have any more questions? Advertising of the schedule to change on radio and newspaper, and also that we notify the HOA association so that they can put out an email to the HOA members.
Ronnie, you get that? Ronnie, you got that?
I did.
He gonna hand it to him, he got it
Gonna give it
written
to
down, yeah.
Motion by
I'll
Carl,
make that
second,
motion.
second by Trey. Any other discussion?
Paul, the only thing I would like to say is, David, we appreciate y'all's service that y'all are currently giving. So far, it seems to be great, be good, excellent service, and I know this is changes, and I know y'all will handle any complaints as we go forward with it. But hopefully this will improve the service that we're currently getting as well.
but,
And we all clearly understand you have to make these
and that,
changes.
it should do that as well. You should have the same drivers on the same routes, same people on the truck. It'll be consistency. I mean, it allows for really good operations. And we enjoy Madison County and appreciate all y'all do for us.
David,
I drive Shelton crazy, but
I
he
got a
just has to put
question
up
for
with
you.
me.
How'd you guys manage to pull off through the labor shortage and COVID without, I don't get any complaints. How did y'all retain employees?
Well, we take care of our employees. We pay well, we take care of our employees. There's a lot of great benefits that come with waste management that they really appreciate.
David,
And we work hard.
I live inside the city limits, but I just want you to know that you have a lady driver that picks up our trash, and my husband runs outside every Friday with the grandbaby, and they chase her down. She stops so she can do the machine so he can watch it, and I just appreciate that how well your drivers work with the community.
Yes, ma'am, that's Linda Owsley, and she's great.
Yeah.
She really is. She's been with us a long time, probably
She's great.
right at 20 years. Yeah, she's awesome. I love her too.
But let me be the first to complain. I like Sunday pick, I have to put my garbage out Sunday and get money to pick up. Now I've got to change my schedule. God.
Rather you than me.
So I want to be the first one to complain to you.
Yes.
Hopefully, the people that listen to our or look at our meetings will understand. Don't call banks about this. Complain directly to Waste
Waste management,
Management.
we got a number on there. They can call and complain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank y'all for serving the rural part of Madison County. And I would say y'all getting an A-, because I am getting a few phone calls, but it could be some of the people that gets up a little late and don't get the garbage out in time. So just keep on doing a good job.
Thank you,
And
sir.
all
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
All in favor of
Mr.
that
Chairman,
motion?
Hey,
I will say, in answer to Trey's issue, that Waste Management is an excellent company, did very well. Everything that has been said is agreed to by the legal division. But the board should know that there's a clause in the contract that COVID experience was not an excuse to minimize collection. And they observed that. So we went through COVID without any interruption. because they're an excellent company, but also because in the contract that
Yeah.
says COVID was not an excuse not to pick up garbage.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
All
Thank
right.
you. Y'all have a great day, y'all. Know where I'm at if you need me.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Miss Shirley Brown in St. Mark Church.
There she is.
That's our Miss Shirley.
That's our Miss Shirley Brown.
Good morning
Morning.
to each of you. We are here along with one of the deacons. The other crew is out in the lobby to ask the board to grant St. Mark Church a tax exempt. We are nonprofit, you know, we're just worshiping the Lord in full in there. So we would like it if you all would grant us that.
Mike, you got some?
Chairman, we reviewed the tax exemption application. It is an appropriate application. It fits all the requirements. I recommend that be approved.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Carl.
Mm-hmm. That was first. That was first or second.
Yeah.
Because I made the motion same time you made.
There you go.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
All
Motion
right.
carried.
All
You
right.
just have to
Anything else,
notice,
Ms.
you
Shirley?
just have to notice Carl and I, the only one said aye
Yeah.
to improve it.
Yeah.
I said aye.
We
Oh,
got it.
Miss
We got it
Sheila, I
approved.
know Miss
Yeah,
Sheila
we got
said,
approved.
that's right.
There you go.
Miss Shirley.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you, guys. All right, where am I? Norman, taxes, assessor.
The assessor.
I saw him out there.
He's out there.
There he is.
He'll make his way in.
Yes.
We ready?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
Right, all right.
All right, if you take a look at item 50, I just need acknowledgement that Makita, the letters from Joey Deason, you should have it in your packet, that Makita has reviewed and approved all of the industrial exemptions that I'll be asking you to approve today.
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Gerald, second by Sheila. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 51 is, I need approval of the broadband exemption per code 57877 for Verizon Wireless, AT&T Mobility, and Cellular South, and all of the details and information should be in your packet as well.
Boo.
Second.
Motion by Carl, second by Trey. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Item 52 is, I'm asking for approval of a transfer of an exemption. Davies Molding purchased Euro American Plastics Incorporated, and if you approve this today, they'll receive the remainder of that exemption until it expires.
Makes sense.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Trey, second by Sheila. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Items 53 through 58, I believe we could probably handle those in one motion. These are all industrial exemptions. All but one will be a 10-year. Robot Coop will be a 9-year exemption. They were eligible last year, but we did not receive the application until this year. So these are all industrial exemptions. I think all of the position statements are in your packet with the dates and amounts and whether or not they're real or personal property. But if you would approve those, we'll input all the codes and take care of all of that.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Trey, second by Sheila. All in favor?
Question. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
The exemption is these, we're not exempting fire protection, are we?
No, sir.
Okay. And schools, I know.
Correct.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. That's everything. Have a good day.
I would like to say, since you brought that up, Supervisor Banks, on the fire protection, I'm not sure if any has come in front of us in the past, but if they do from here to the future, if you will, keep the fire, taxes in for us to collect.
I'll bring all those details
Okay.
for any future exemptions, and we'll have it on the record if
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy.
Tim, your turn.
All right. First item I have is a engineering contract for a lump sum fee of $5,000 to Kaiser Traffic and Engineering. This is for them to review the intersections in Madison County that have fatal or severe crash history so that we can apply for federal dollars to help fix those intersections.
Question, does that include cities too? Or just county?
It's just county.
We can.
Well, I was just wondering if we're gonna
Okay.
do it. I mean, we don't have that many cities.
Well, that's true.
You saying, they will check all the intersection, that's state intersection and county intersection?
Right, we're going to check them all. We're going to get crash history from MDOT, and any intersection that has a history of fatal crashes or severe injury crashes, we're going to do a safety analysis on it.
Tim, would this one include 463 and Robson Springs Road?
Yes, sir.
Which is inside of a city, and
Right.
so, okay.
Yep, that's one that we were definitely going to look at.
Right, okay, good deal, thank you.
Definitely look at that 17 and 16, 43 and 17. They need to definitely take good look at those.
Right.
All right?
Mr. President, may I ask a question?
Yes.
If